Democracy at Work, A Cure for Capitalism is a book written by Marxist economist Richard Wolff, which critiques traditional capitalist models and advocates for a democratic socialist economic model in which workers collectively own and control the means of production. Through this approach, workers will receive equitable compensation for their labor, and the structure of power will be diffused through democratic decision-making processes. In the first section of the book, Wolff critiques the capitalist mode of production as both economically and socially unsustainable. He argues that traditional capitalist models rely on exploitation and the concentration of wealth and power, resulting in inequality, economic crises, and political instability. Additionally, he identifies the intrinsic limitations of current programs designed to ameliorate capitalism, such as progressive taxation. Wolff claims that these measures are inadequate in addressing the systemic consequences of a capitalist system. In the second section, the author provides a theoretical framework for worker cooperatives, proposing them as a potential alternative to traditional capitalist models. The notion of worker cooperatives, in which the workforce collectively owns and manages the enterprise, is presented as a viable option for sustainable growth, equitable distribution of resources, and the diffusion of power within democratic frameworks. The final section of the book describes practical methods and best practices for creating and maintaining worker cooperatives, discussing the roles of leadership, dissension, education, and the need for communication in effective group decision-making. Additionally, Wolff proposes a new model for the broader implications of implementing worker cooperatives within the larger economy. Here are 5 key takeaways from the book. 1. Traditional capitalist models lead to exploitation, inequality, and economic instability. 2. Approaches to reform capitalism, such as progressive taxation, are insufficient in addressing the systemic limitations of capitalism. 3. Worker cooperatives provide a model for an alternative, democratic socialist approach to economic organization in which the workforce collectively owns and manages the enterprise. 4. In implementing worker cooperatives, humane group dynamics and communication are critical to successful functioning and decision-making. 5. This book proposes a vision of human-centered economics that could be an effective solution to the challenges posed by capitalism, resulting in more equitable distribution of resources, greater democratic agency, and better quality of life.